everybody, this is Matt and we're at Texas Toast Guitars. Thanks for watching. If you have ever chipped off all the finish on your electric guitar and thought that it sounded better, go ahead and hit that subscribe button now. So today I want to talk to you a little bit about truss rods, very specifically the truss rods that we use. This is the same rod that we use in bolt-on necks. We use its heel adjust when we do that, and it's the same truss rod we use on set necks with an angled headstock and its headstock adjust there. We also have a little bit longer rods like this that we use for bass. It's the exact same rod. I don't want to talk about all the various kinds of truss rods available because it's unbelievably boring, and if anybody really wants to know that stuff, I have a 45-minute video somewhere that I did a long time ago about truss rods. I'd be happy to put that on YouTube if somebody really wants to see it. And I also don't want to talk about why you should or shouldn't adjust your truss rod. I think we all know by now that there's no voodoo associated with truss rods. You can adjust them at your own house. It's not a big deal. What I do want to do though is I want to basically break this truss rod on camera. So I'm going to put this truss rod here on my, my bench, and I'm going to clamp it in place as it would be in a neck. And we're just gonna move it a little bit so you can see what it looks like inside the guitar. So this is a two-way truss rod. It acts in two directions. If you turn it this way, you can see it move down, and if you turn it the other way, you will see what happens. It bows up this way. So what we're going to do is we're going to start in the neutral position. And you know, when they say that you should adjust your truss rod just a little in small increments, so here's my wrench. It is now at 12 o'clock. I'm going to move it clockwise. There is a quarter of a turn. If anyone's afraid to move their truss rod a quarter of a turn, well, you shouldn't be. It actually does. You can see here. Can you get that in the camera? There is some flex. You are actually bowing the truss rod a little bit when you move it a quarter of a turn. Let's move it another quarter of a turn, so there's a half turn. Now you can really see it starting to move. Here's a full turn. Now we're back at 12 o'clock. You can see what's going on. We've got a lot of bow in the truss rod. There's two full turns. If you have to adjust your truss rod 2 full turns, you probably have some problem that a truss rod's not going to be able to take care of. Let's keep going. There's 3 full turns. 4. 5. How many will it go? There's 6 full turns.
Ooh.
Something's happening. Well, there's 7 full turns. Man, can you imagine what would happen if you had to adjust your truss rod 7 full turns? All right, let's keep going. We might need a different holdy mechanism here. I think that's it. I can't move it any more than 7 1/4 turns. Well, you'll notice, remember I said I was going to break this? I guess I'm not going to be able to break it. So you'll notice the welds on the truss rod are holding up just fine because it's, you know, welded steel. Let's see if we can go back the other way and straighten this rod out again. You should be able to, right? It looks like our top rod has some memory to it. See how it's got this bow? So I mean, we probably did break this truss rod. Can you guys see that? This should be straight, but because we bent it so much, it would still work though. Maybe I'll put it in your guitar. Actually, I'm not going to put this truss rod in anyone's guitar. So we're going anti-clockwise now. Yeah, I mean, guys, if you are not comfortable moving your truss rod, you should be. Look at this. I don't even know how many I've gone here. I'm moving it. There we go. Something's busted. Look at that. All right, so this represents the extreme truss rod adjustment that you will need to do. If you need to move, that's thicker than someone's guitar neck. So yeah, if you need to move your guitar truss rod more than 7 full turns, something is very, very wrong. Just get a new neck. So anyway, the welds are holding up just fine. Maybe we can shoot. Welds are holding up fine. This is still a fully functioning truss rod, I guess. You know, this will hold your neck in a position that is counter to the tension that's put on it by the strings. So if you have any questions about the truss rods that we use or other kinds of truss rods, please leave them in the comment section below. And if you like the video, make sure to give us the thumbs up. And if you want to support us on Patreon, you can feel free to do so. I'll leave a link in the description below. This is Matt at Texas Toast Guitars reminding you that if you're so smart, build it yourself. That's what I do. Thanks for watching, everybody.